Good afternoon. Welcome to the OneVision session this afternoon. I wish first of all to introduce myself. I am Hussein Khalil and I am the CEO of OneVision. Yeah, you heard this afternoon a lot of trends. You heard a lot of where the industry should be going from analog to digital. There's a lot of people who bought an Indigo, and I guess it's not the only machine people are buying. People are buying Konica, people are buying Canon, people are buying Dynavon screen, Fuji machines. There's a lot of machines coming to the marketplace. Next year is a Druba year. We will see next year a lot more of digital machines coming to the market. Yeah, and one of the things that is maybe giving us a lot of headache in the marketplace is where is this market going to? Yeah, I'm going to start with some analytics. Yeah, some trends, numbers, number crunching, and then I will dig more and more into the business of printing. So let's go first and look into the marketplace. I brought some samples. This is published by the Federal Office of Statistics in Germany, and that shows that the market has been stagnating for a big while. You can see here the revenues in total mark 20.7, 20.7, 21.1, 20.9, 20.8. So basically the market is stagnating in Germany. It's not growing. Yeah, that's the total market in monetary value in euros. Yeah, for the currency that we are adopting here. This is the number of print enterprises, print service providers in the marketplace. Yeah, and the print service providers in the marketplace is a number between 7,000 and 8,000 companies operating now in Germany. And Germany is one of the largest economies of the world. Yeah, so would you have any guess how this number looked around about 20 years ago? Let me share this number with you. This is also statistic material, yeah, collected from the same office, same bureau, 1998 and 2003. It was 14,000 companies. Nearly the market have melted into 50%, yeah, over a period of 20 years. Yeah, so you can take any number and we can check on this. It's always a rate of 50% in all classifications you see around. Yeah, but the output in euro is the same. Yeah, this is Charles Darwin Boer. Yeah, survival of the fittest, the speed of adaptation to the market requirement, and also the ability to adapt to market changes very fast. You probably would consider this unpolite if I would say, look to the right, look to the left, look behind, look to the front. In 10 years' time, probably only 50% of you would be here at the scoop 2029. Yeah, this is the truth. Yeah, the market, this is the rules in the market, survival of the fittest, and that's why people change. HP 10 years ago was not the market leader in digital print. Yeah, digital print was not really a big market at all 10 years ago, 15 years ago. It was all about analog. Heidelberg, Manroller, and KBR, and so on and so on. They were the market leader. Market has changed. Today's, yeah, when we look into the marketplace and look into the number of machine shipping into the marketplace, it's Canon, it's Konica, it's Fuji, it's HP. There's a lot more machine shipping from everywhere to the market. And where is the market leaders of Germany? Some of you may be Heidelberg, I don't know. Yeah, I don't know whether somebody is here representing KPA. I have no idea. Yeah, but the German industry, print used to be dominated by the German market. Today is dominated by Japanese and by Israel, HP. Yeah, Germany didn't play very smart in this game. Yeah, game is over. When we look into statistic material and ask, this is also by the Federal Bureau of Statistics, yeah, then the owners, PSPs, the owners of the print machines, the owners of the factory, nearly all of them agree on one thing: cost pressure. Salaries are going up, material is going up, energy is going up, yeah, but the market is not absorbing that cost. Yeah, the market, the buyers are not willing to absorb that stuff. Yeah, so it means it leaves an impact on the price. It leaves an impact on the remaining margins. It leaves a big impact on the profitability of the individual PSPs. Yeah, I'm not going only delivering bad news. I'm trying also to deliver very good news. Yeah, the one of the good news is, I'm sorry, this is in German. I'm going to help translate. This is a public statistic. Yeah, the size of the print market is as double as big as the entire pharmaceutical market. It's unbelievable, but it's true. It's not an invention by OneVision. This is number crunching done by a lot of market researchers. Yeah, so the market is huge. Yeah, but the market is segmented as well. This is graphic communication. This is packaging. This is industrial print. This is functional print. There's a lot of print segments, and you can see the individual verticals all here listed down. It's amazing, but this is double as big as the pharmaceutical market. And still, when you talk to people in print, people complain. A lot of people are saying the market is going away. No, the market is not going away. The customer is going away in many cases. Yeah, converting to another print service provider who is delivering a better value or a better quality or a better speed or has the ability to adapt to new things. Another very good news. Yeah, I picked up this one 2 days ago on the flight to this destination. Yeah, the world population is going to grow to 9.8 billion. I'm one of the veterans. When I was born, the world population was only 1.8 billion. Yeah, this is going to be 10 billion. Yeah, 10 billion eating, 10 billion consuming, 10 billion consuming medications. Yeah, buying a lot of stuff every day. So the market is going to grow. Yeah, I'm fortunate to be born in the country which has invented papyrus. I'm born Egyptian. Yeah, that was 9,000 years ago. Yeah, they invented papyrus and they started using paper. Yeah, print is not going to die. Print is continue to survive. I would say for decades. Yeah, not for years, not until 2050. Most likely far beyond this. Yeah, but the question is how individual businesses, how individual printers may be able to survive and stay fit in a highly competitive marketplace. Trying to summarize the first part, yeah, revenue is going to be stable. Market consolidation will continue, like in the past 20 years, yeah, and the brand owners would exercise a lot of pressure on PSPs worldwide. This is not for Germany, this is not for UK, this is not for France, this is a global trend. Implications. Industry is transitioning. Yeah, what I was telling about HP and Heidelberg or Canon and Manroland, the industry in transition from analog to digital. Yeah, that's something for fact. Yeah, unfortunately, the Chinese players are not too big yet. They are not too famous yet. They are not too good yet in this marketplace. But give it another 4 years' time until Drupa 2026, we will see a lot of vendors coming out of China as well. Yeah, at much better price, much lower price, and all that stuff. When things go digital, the market is as well changing his demands. The buyer are changing his demands. The brand owners are changing their demands and looking more or less into on-demand fulfillment. On-demand tells very fast fulfillment, shorter runs, no warehousing. They don't want I was visiting we have some customers. They are book printers. Nearly every one of them who prints a book is looking today into books on demand model. Yeah? Books on demand models that goes between, we know of one very big customer, which you know well as well, without I mention the name. They grant buyers 2 hours turnaround time. Drop the file in, they print the book, they pack the book and send it through logistics to you within 2 hours. After 2 hours, it's a pick up time for the shipment. Yeah, this is amazing. Whether you have a book of 200 pages, 100 pages, 80 pages, they grant 2 hours turnaround time. We know of another customer who's also working with us on books on demand. They grant same day turnaround time, same day shipping time. You drop it until 4 o'clock in the afternoon, it gets shipped at 6. You drop it in the early morning, it gets shipped at 6, same day. Yeah. This is fast turnaround time. And this particular customer, this is one of the best known in the industry. They have 15,000 different purchase orders a day from different customers. 15,000 people putting a new product into order, asking them to print it and ship it to them. Yeah. Average number of copies 1 to 5. Yeah. So when you imagine this amount of individual orders, I'm sure some of you do more. Yeah. When you imagine this amount of numbers, in earlier days, pre-press was manual. How can people process 15,000 individual orders per day manually? It's impossible. Yeah. So not only from the volume that comes of 15,000, but also from the quality. How can you ensure consistent quality through the entire production the whole day? Yeah, that's becoming a big challenge for many of the printers. And at the same time, the average value per order is decreasing. This company, which I meant, without telling names, they have an average price of 18 euro per copy. 5 copies, 1 order, 90 euro. Yeah? But they survive by profitability. They get about 15,000 different orders per day. That's a business model. The quantity makes them survive. And the biggest help for them to survive and stay profitable is they automate. Implication of this trend, on demand, print is becoming more a commodity. It's more now service, the entire service around print. If you offer just a print, it's not going to be price consistent for a long time. Yeah, the sales volume is going to grow slowly, but the number of orders shall grow highly. Market continue as well to consolidate, and without really sharing a big secret in the marketplace, overcapacity would grow in this market more and more. Yeah, there's a lot of buyers outside Germany, outside Europe, who's buying capacity and penetrating the marketplace from outside Europe or even from parts of Eastern Europe. Yeah, I was recently visiting one of my customers, and I had asked him a single question: "Who is your biggest competitor?" Yeah, and my customer is a German customer, and he said, "Cross the Polish border, on the other side of the German border. That's my biggest competitor." Yeah, and when I asked him, "And what is the driving force behind the competitive model? What does he do different from you?" And he said, "They do everything we do, but cheaper." Yeah, it's amazing, but that is what it is. That's reality. In our company at OneVision, we don't have a single print machine. We are not printers. We are software vendors. Yeah, we build software to help printers to meet the market requirement and stay fit in the competition. Yeah, but this is a real market model. Yeah, when you look what the Polish people are buying, they are buying machines, they are acquiring knowledge, they are building factories, and they are trying to ship and export to Germany and trying to hire orders from Germany, hire buyers from Germany. The price competition will continue. Price competition means declining margin. Declining margin means cost pressure. Cost pressure is through the number of jobs, and whether we like it or not, yeah, some of the cost can be only absorbed through automation. Yeah. When you automate things, you can let the machine work instead of one shift, work two shifts. You can let the machine work three shifts. Yeah. That's a better profitability. This is a better volume which you can utilize for your own factory. Yeah. So from our point of, from OneVision point of view, from my own point of view, yeah, as long as the world was analog, we could divide the world in pre-press, press, post-press, logistics. Yeah, with digital, going digital, it's press and it is logistics. Yeah, because you can do everything on the fly. So the challenge with the new digitalization or the move towards more digital, to move into bigger capacities, to move into faster turnaround times. The challenge with this is the factories need new tools. The factories need new software, new design of the workflow. It's not only a piece of software, it's really redesigning the workflow to meet the market requirement. Yeah. It's not about bringing a piece of software into your factory and everything else continues to stay the same. The thinking. We have been hearing about the creativity and how can we challenge ourselves and bring more creativity. Yeah, that's the same thing. We have to in each and every factory. We have to challenge ourselves. How can we bring more productivity out of the same resources, out of the same machinery? Yeah, and when we look to the machinery, I guess how many of you are using a cutter? Yeah, like Zund cutter. Yeah, people are using. How many of you are printing books and maybe using Horizon finishing line or Colpus as a finishing line? Yeah. So you have invested heavily. Yeah. Are not the cheap machines. They are not free of charge. That's heavy stuff. Yeah. And to utilize all that stuff, it only makes sense when the entire workflow works together. Yeah. The things from the web shop, from the moment you receive the file of your customer as a web shop until it leaves your factory, how it's all about how you try to minimize the manual intervention and automate most of the process. And the less manual intervention, the better quality, and the higher speed and less cost. Yeah. Manual intervention costing time and creates opportunity for mistakes. Yeah. So more or less the market is moving today to an end-to-end workflow. Yeah. Maybe people would say this is a dream. This is not going to happen to 100% extent, but it's maybe happening to 75%, to 80%, to 85%, to 90%. It's maybe happening in some factory as near as next as to 100%. Yeah, if not to the entire 100%. What I'm trying to show here is it's from receiving the file from the web shop, connecting to the customer, yeah, coming to the from the web shop, connecting to the customer through the MIS, preparing the files, printing the file, finishing the file, packing the file, shipping the file, and sending a notice back to the MIS system to invoice the customer. Yeah. This invoicing is, to be honest, the most exciting point in the whole work process. Yeah. Because that's when you start raising revenue. This is when you start billing and creating revenue on your efforts and your machines and all that stuff. And thus, they're making it faster, making it more adequate, making it more automated, more reliable. That is bringing you more revenue. And as well, one of the biggest problem I hear again and again from my customers is repeat print. When somebody comes and say, I want to print you to print the same thing one more time in this amount in the same quality. Yeah. After weeks, they come and say, I want the same thing. I want this when I put next to each other, old shipment, new shipment, I want them to be the same. No difference. And this is for PSPs, honestly spoken, the biggest challenge. Yeah. One of the things why it is the biggest challenge, because you cannot guarantee to do it within the same machine you did it 3 weeks earlier, 4 weeks earlier. This machine might be out of order or busy with other jobs. You have a new machine, or you have to deploy another machine in your park of machinery, yeah. And suddenly it starts with the color, starts with the phone, starts with everything. It's no longer the same. And then you ship to your customer, and then your customer says, "Wait a moment, yeah, let's compare. This is not really the same." Yeah, and now this whole discussion starts about reprinting and all that stuff. When you automate things, the likelihood of getting into that situation is very, very minor. When you do those things still manual, or most of it manually, then the likelihood would grow very substantially. What is automation? There's a lot of things that automate, yeah. In the earlier days, when we went to the airline had a lot of people to help us, assist us. When you happen to travel to American airports nowadays, you have to check in your luggage by yourself. You have to check in your passport by yourself. You have to check, you select your seat by yourself. You do everything by yourself. The airline is just a carrier. Even the tag for your luggage, you have to print by yourself and put it in your bag before handing it over to the counter. Yeah. Is this automation? This is, I would call it, this is outsourcing manual work to the customer. This is not really automation. Yeah. Automation is when we transfer through airports, and there's a reader for our passport, automatic reader for our passport. It checks picture, checks the passport, and afterwards it opens the gate and let you go through. This is a piece of automation. Yeah. So, and there's a, to be honest, I prefer going through this electronic gate, because this electronic gate doesn't ask nasty questions. Yeah? When you use it and you go through, they don't ask you why you are coming to this country, how long you stay in the country, when do you fly out, what's your next destination. You save all these nasty questions. Yeah, you just put your passport and come through. This is a piece of automation. So, automation is really how you design from step to step the file coming from your customer, and how do you take them from one station in your factory to the next station in your factory to the after next station in your factory, and how to bring them to different print machine, how to utilize the different production resources that you have in your factory. Yeah, and that's really what is this workflow design. This piece which you see here on the top left, that helps you utilize the different production resources in your factory. Yeah. The other one is everybody, yeah, even private people get a lot of PDFs. Yeah. Some of them are easy. This is the one I receive on my email. I honestly receive a lot of reports as a CEO of the company. I get a lot of information from a lot of people. But I don't need to reprint that stuff in professional manner. That doesn't go to a print machine. I keep this on my laptop. The color doesn't matter. The font doesn't matter. Yeah? The calibration doesn't matter. But when you print that stuff on professional machine for your customer, all that stuff really matters. Yeah? And we all know Adobe for many, many years. Yeah, I run OneVision for almost 20 years. And from year one, when I arrived on board of OneVision, people told me OneVision is not going to survive. And I said, why? And I said, Adobe is a PDF company. Yeah, we are still in business 20 years later. Yeah, and our business model is fix the things that Adobe cannot fix. And I'm honest about that. That's how we survive. And I have a team of 100 people. My company is not 5 people. Easy to survive. I have a team for over 100 people for nearly 20 years, surviving by fixing the things that Adobe doesn't fix. We help print businesses by making the PDFs print without mistake. That's the addition to this. Without headache. That's the addition to this. Yeah. Whether the data you receive print on a label tape, or whether they print on a white format, or whether they print on a book, yeah, flatbed, yeah. I have an example here. Yeah. I brought one example with me. You won't believe this stuff has a production hours of almost 18 hours. Yeah, to print this stuff. This screen printing, yeah, creating for this one, it's 11 different screens. For preparing this stuff to print would require almost a work of 2 individuals of almost 4 hours. Software helps to do this in 5 minutes. They need 11 different screens to prepare this particular one. Yeah, it takes 2 people 2 hours, in total 4 man-hours. Software can do this in 5 single minutes, preparing all the screens. Yeah, this is a lot of costing. Yeah, and some of this stuff is not only in screen printing, it's in white format printing. It is applies to every single product you you produce in printing. Yeah, and the biggest advantage, yeah, is when you automate things, you have an MIS. Your MIS talks to your prepress. Your prepress talks to the press. The press talks to the finishing. The finishing talks with the logistics. The logistics talks back to the MIS. So there is an intelligent communication happening with your production resources. Yeah? And that helps you increase speed and bring a lot more flexibility into the production environment. This is the stuff that OneVision can do, and this is the stuff that OneVision does to the customers worldwide. We are a small company. Yeah, I would not call it a software factory. We are a software boutique. Yeah, we produce software to match the requirement of our customers. Yeah, we make sure that we have automated. We are a system integrator with our own modules. We have a lot of modules. We have a lot of components, but we can integrate very well with other systems. We integrate with Sund, we integrate with SAM, we integrate with many other MIS systems, we integrate with Canon, we integrate with EFI, we integrate with every machine in the marketplace. We help our PSPs bring speed up the production process and makes a choice by themselves to which machines they want to output the individual the respective file. Yeah, we make them able, if any one of the machines is not ready or busy with other production, that they can choose another machine for producing their respective file and the respective customer order. We help them run short runs, very fast and with no mistakes. Yeah. Of course, I'm overdoing it. Occasionally, in 1 over 1,000 orders, you will have a mistake for whatsoever for reason. Maybe the wrong substrate, maybe broken files that has arrived or whatsoever, but this is by far, far less. That we are talking here about automation and we are not talking about manual work. Yeah. So if I go to each and every one of these steps here, from normalizing, from brief-lighting, from flattening, from adding missing pleats, from color management, adding white, up to everything here, it is an entire production suite that helps you do something what I would call the middleware. You receive files, it goes to MIS, you do pricing. This is things that we don't do. But then you send it to the middleware. The middleware manages the production floor, and once it's finished, it goes to the finishing machine. It goes to the Colbus, it goes to the Horizons, it goes to whatsoever for finishing machine afterwards. And from there, using barcode, it goes to the logistic to pack, ship, and raise the invoice. That's how we help customers automate their processes. Yeah. Whatever you produce, I was showing here stuff that gets stick on textile using heating system. You may be producing books on demand or books in long runs. You may be producing label. You may be producing white format. Yeah, we hear the word textile today. Yeah, the secret of success, reputation comes from repeating. Yeah, when you keep repeating and improving the things, that's what we learned the last session. Yeah, if we do the same exercise with a piece of paper to fly in the room, yeah. So would we, when we do this a second time, would we improve the way we done it first time? Yes, the answer is yes. That's how you become a specialist in something. We are building things that goes to many other customers who are in the same business, and we try to improve the same thing minimum twice a year to improve our production, our software to meet the production requirement of the customers. Yeah, we know also for some customers. I was earlier this year on a event in Las Vegas, and we met one of the very big, very large American company, a public known company as well, because they are public listed. And they said, by the word, for a couple of years they decided to build software by themselves. For a couple of years, they even decided to build by themselves the print machines. Yeah? So they went out, bought components, and built their own machines. But in the meantime, they understood their core business is printing. It's not building machines and not building software. And that's why they decided from January 1st, 2018, to only buy from there and onwards commercially available software and commercially available hardware. They stopped own development. Reason for this is very simple. Yeah, we have 3,500 customers worldwide. Yeah, we get a lot of input of those customers, which we put into our software, and we keep building new software and keep building new releases and keep building new functionality. Yeah, when you build those things by yourself, yeah, you only see your own factory. You don't see the trends of the other marketplace. That's why we recommend you. Yeah, and we'll keep building up additional lines. Yeah, this line that I showed right now is screen printing, but it's amazing enough. We've discovered there's a lot of screen printers around the world. I was visiting early this week a company, and I never mentioned the companies or the places. Yeah, they do all the advertisement that comes on trains or in tracks. Yeah, is a wide format customer. And they are also trying to automate the processes because the customer are demanding faster response time. And before all, the competition is strong and eating the margin, dropping the margin. So they need to respond to this stuff. So who is OneVision? How many of you have heard ever about OneVision before? One? Okay. So we are a small company, about 100 people. Yeah, but small is not a weakness. Yeah, small is focus. Small is dedication. Yeah, so basically we come from pre-press, and we're doing this for very large companies in this world, and we then dig more and more into automation. Yeah, so when you ask Wall Street Journal, you ask Financial Times, you ask New York Times, they know us very well for many years. Yeah, but the newspaper market was to some extent struggling, so we decided to take our core competencies in print and in quality print, because these customers need to print sharp in time every night and sharp in quality every night, no mistakes. Yeah, So we decided to take our know-how and go into other market segments, into label, into wide format, into books on demand, and we are taking it further. And my team is 100% focused on developing software for print, yeah, and assisting customer gain the best out of their production resources. Now, we do color management, we do a lot of stuff that is under, I would say, this is a minimum requirements that every software vendor must understand and know a lot of color management and all that stuff. We integrate, we are a system integrator, we integrate to other systems. We integrate to HP, we integrate to EFI, we integrate to EFI database system, to the base, to the Fiery system, we integrate with Onyx from Canon. So our specialty is integrating with other systems and make the entire resources work together and produce something meaningful and something profitable to the end customer. Yeah. So we help customers save material, reduce energy. We help customer automate the workflow. We help customer increase their revenue, their output, and their profitability. Yeah, we are small but global. Yeah, we have offices in the United States and Brazil, UK, France, Germany, India, and Singapore. So we provide services to our customer on a worldwide basis. Even as a small company, we have our own subsidiaries. We're a small group of companies dedicated to the software and really collaborating and working together with a bunch of very world-renowned customers around the world. Yeah, we deliver value, we deliver quality, and we work together with the customer. So 80% of what we deliver is standard components. 20% of what we deliver is individual, mass customized, specially customized for the individual customers. Yeah, we follow the a very, very logical concept. Yeah, our concept is legalizing the software. So we have legalized our entire software code into small modules. Yeah, we can build anything together relatively quickly, except when we connect to a new machine, when we connect to a new technology, when we connect to when we need to print on a new substrate, then we build additional modules. Customers worldwide, we have around about 3,500 customers, from magazines to newspapers to commercial printers, wide format printers, label printers. We collaborate as well with Dynavision Screen. We collaborate with Canon, with EFI, with Sund, and many others in this marketplace. Yeah, SAM, many are using as well in the label business. Are using SAM. We have connected and we have several installs with SAM. So what we try to do is not trying to grow our business by going after resellers. Please resell our software. Please support our software. Please take the customer calls on our behalf. We do, even though we are only 100% people, we do everything by ourselves. Yeah, we sell by ourselves, except in Japan. Yeah, that's very difficult to sell by yourself in Japan if you are not connected. Yeah, so we have a reseller in Japan, but it's a very, very strong collaboration. Yeah, we have the help desk by ourselves. It's not outsourced to everybody. You reach OneVision people. Yeah, we do test installs for every site. We do training by our own trainers, not external consultant, on payroll trainers. Yeah, we do maintenance. We bring every year 2 new releases for each and every component, and we look after our customers and try to grow with our customers. Yeah, so our secret of success is dedication to the business of our customers, not the dedication to our own business. We try to learn in every single case, in every single customer case, we try to learn the business model of our customer and try to help them improve the equation of their own business model. Yeah? Only when we succeed in this, only when the respective customer is happy with what we do, yeah, then they would be able to recommend us to other customers, yeah, to other potential buyers. And that's our marketing concept is a snowball concept. We don't spend much on marketing. We don't do a lot of advertising. Yeah, I would say OneVision concept is the best hidden secret in the marketplace is what OneVision does. Yeah, our customer recommend us to other customers, and that's how we stay competitive in the marketplace. And I spend more, by far more, on any other item than on marketing in my own balance sheet or my own P&L. Yeah, we are not a marketing company. We are a technology company, and try not only to survive, we are growing in the marketplace by this philosophy. Yeah, there are of course voices of customers, good customers about OneVision. Yeah, when you go to our internet website, you'll find a lot of recommendations of our customers as well. Yeah, we are highly specialized in only on one thing. We are not distracted by a piece of hardware or whatsoever. The only thing we sell is software and services to our customers, and it is working for many years. That's maybe my recommendation to you. Automation is all about system integration. If you have somebody who's trying to sell to you automation without being willing to connect your devices that you have invested for years to other devices and playing a communication in the middle between cutting devices, production devices, finishing devices, then this is not a real piece of automation. And many of the vendors in the marketplace are hesitating to do this business because it's time consuming and it is also liability. Yeah? Liability when it doesn't work with a SUN. Liability when it doesn't work with another systems that you have in place. It's liability when the book folding doesn't work properly with Horizon. Yeah? Then it is a liability. So most of the software vendor would love to sell to you something out of the folder, out of the shelf, yeah, through a reseller. They don't want to know you. They don't want to support you. They don't want to do anything for you. You just want to sell to you. We understand our commitment differently, and we try to help you print more, print smarter, and achieve better profitability. Thank you so much.